Local agencies are looking for volunteers to help with emergency winter shelters. It is cold out there. People do need a roof over their head at night. KQ2's Jade Steffens with details.
As the cold weather continues, emergency winter shelters have been working hard to provide the homeless a warm place to stay.
And both have been open without interruption every single night in some way, shape, or form.
Open since early January, local agencies have been housing both men and women at different locations.
The men's shelter is seeing higher numbers, and then the women's shelter's a little bit lower numbers, but it doesn't matter whether you're serving 1 or 4. It's protection for them for that evening.
If you're looking to volunteer, there's individual ways to help both shelters. The women's shelter is looking for volunteers to cover overnight shifts.
Starting January 30th, there are a lot of open dates between then and the end of February. There's one staff member from Community Action Partnership on site at all times, but they're coupled with a community volunteer throughout the night.
Overnight shifts are from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. and can be split in half with a friend as an option. Meanwhile, at the men's shelter, things are a little more busy.
Well, we've had some really cold nights here, and so the cold weather shelter for men has been very busy. We usually have 14 to 16 people a night, which is our max.
No overnight volunteers are needed at this time, but they are in need of warm meals and supplies.
People that want to volunteer to help the men's shelter can always call Community Missions and ask about what we need for food. And even if you can't make a meal, we need things all the time like coffee and sugar and paper plates. Those kinds of things we go through all the time.
If you do decide to provide a meal, the shelter asks that you provide enough for 50 and serve around 5 p.m. The shelters are planning to stay open until the end of February and may be extended based on weather conditions. Reporting in St. Joseph, Jade Steffens, KQ2 News.
If you'd like to volunteer for either the men's or the women's emergency winter shelter, you can go to stjosephunitedway.org online or call the number on the screen there at 816-364-2381.